4 people are dead following a shooting in Toppenish, among them the suspected gunman, and investigators are still searching for a motive. And another fatal crash outside of Pasco, the second on Highway 395 in less than a week.
And the good times continue to roll into your weekend with more sunny skies, but changes await this weekend. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to the weekend.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
I love
Friday.
It. It is Friday. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
And it is going to be another lovely day today, but we have those changes coming, but maybe not as chilly early next week.
Okay.
We're seeing it, the temperatures rising a little bit, but still pretty darn chilly to what we're seeing today. There's bugs. Is everybody dealing with bugs? I think I caught it.
Did you catch it?
There we go. All right, let's take a look outside at our lovely sky cam. And we just have a few folks out on the highways at the moment, but get ready for a beautiful Friday. I hope you have it off. There's going to be plenty of sunshine. Again, on our radar, we are free and clear. A little bit of cloud coverage coming into the Puget Sound area. We're going to see clouds start to build up tomorrow evening, and then by the time we get to Sunday morning, it looks like a good chance of some scattered showers, so we're keeping a close eye on that. A little bit more cloud coverage also as they get into their evening hours. Still partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies today. Highs remaining in the mid to lower 70s, so for the Mid-Columbia, you're about a degree or two off of what we saw yesterday, but still just lovely, lovely conditions. 72 for Walla Walla. So let's get you ready for that weekend. Sunny start to your weekend, including tomorrow. Staying dry, much cooler next week. And again, changes are going to start on Sunday. But again, as per yesterday, we may not be as cool as we expected. I'll have all of that in my forecast. Can't wait to tell you all about it coming up. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
A shooting in Toppenish yesterday left 4 people dead, including the suspected gunman, while a 5th person remains in critical condition. The youngest victim was just 13 years old. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell was on the scene all day yesterday.
Toppenish police say it's still very early on in the investigation, but they believe it was a 19-year-old man who shot several others before turning the gun on himself. Police say the man shot and killed a 13-year-old boy, an 18-year-old woman, and a 21-year-old woman, and critically injured a 21-year-old man, before police say he took his own life. Police say they believe he acted alone. The shooting happened at about 5 a.m. in the 200 block of Pern Street, where authorities have been investigating since early morning. In a statement, Toppenish police said, quote, "The motive behind this heinous act remains unknown at this time." Police say they're withholding the identities of the victims until their family members have been notified of their loss. I spoke with neighbors who say this killing has struck at the heart of the community and is made even more tragic by the fact that the victims were so young. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Reporting in Toppenish, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
There's been another fatal crash on Highway 395 outside of Pasco this week.
The Washington State Patrol is investigating a 2-car fatality collision North 395 at Vineyard in Franklin County. We're about 2 miles north of the Pasco city limits.
Authorities have released the identity of the driver of the pickup, a 23-year-old Luis Acosta Hernandez of Pasco. According to Trooper Chris Thorson, Acosta was traveling west on Vineyard Drive when he failed to stop at the sign and drove onto SR 395. A semi going northbound hit the pickup. The pickup came to a stop in the median and the semi went off the shoulder on the opposite side of the road. The driver of the semi was injured and taken to a nearby hospital. Now this marks the second fatal crash on 395 in the same area in less than a week. On Sunday, 2 women died at the intersection of 395 and Crestlock Road. Authorities say 50-year-old Angela Hart also failed to stop at the stop sign and drove onto 395 where a northbound pickup hit her car. Hart and her 18-year-old daughter, Aspen, were pronounced dead at the scene. The West Richland woman accused in the murder for hire plot of her ex-husband in Florida will be on her way back to Florida to stand trial. 36-year-old Shanna Gardner officially waived extradition in a hearing yesterday. And Benton County prosecutors say Florida authorities are welcome to come and pick her up. Gardner is accused of the murder of 33-year-old Jared Bridegan back in 2022. She's charged with first-degree murder, solicitation to commit first-degree murder, conspiracies to commit first-degree murder, and child abuse. The date of her transfer to Florida is not yet known. After being shut down for weeks because of a gas investigation, streets in Walla Walla have officially reopened. Investigators have drilled monitoring wells at 2nd and Rose, as well as 3rd and Rose. According to the city, residents noticed the smell of gas yesterday morning coming from a storm drain near 3rd and Rose. Crews scrubbed the storm drain and are continuing to monitor waterways. WashDOT is reminding everyone to prepare for snow in the Cascades. Studded winter tires can be used November 1st through March 31st. But WashDOT says the tires cause up to $29 million in damage on roadways each year and is recommending that drivers research alternatives. Drivers can face fines of up to $500 for failing to chain up when required. The Washington State Patrol will have troopers working special chain enforcement patrols to keep an eye on Mountain Pass drivers. According to a WashDOT maintenance operations manager, Mountain Pass closures usually occur when drivers go too fast for conditions or don't have proper equipment like chains. Credit unions in the Tri-Cities rang in the 75th anniversary of International Credit Union Day by giving back to the community. Columbia Industries Empowerment Place in Kennewick hosted volunteers to put together hygiene kits with basic supplies like soap and toothpaste, plus cold weather preparation kits with things like warm socks and hats. According to the president of Tri-Cities Credit Union, this team effort between the credit unions has been going on for several years and benefits several different local organizations.
So we all got together with all these credit unions, STCU, GISA, HAPO, Numerica, and us, to find a partner locally that we could give back to the community with. So enter Columbia Industries.
Yeah, so we're the beneficiaries of the volunteerism that Doug and our credit union partners are engaged with us here today. We have a program called Empowerment Place, and this is where we're providing supports to the clients we serve. So we typically serve individuals from the disability community, the DD community, but also individuals with other life barriers to employment and social inclusion.
In addition to donating supplies and volunteers to put the kits together, the credit unions also presented Columbia Industries with a $2,000 check. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, we have a beautiful Friday on the way that'll persist briefly into your weekend, but we have changes afoot as well with cooler temperatures on the way. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
And 3,400 infants die from sudden infant death syndrome every year. But we'll tell you how to reduce the risk when tucking your little ones in at night. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
If you've been considering updating your kitchen or bath countertops, be sure to attend the Costless Carpet Annual Slab Sale. This Saturday, Costless Carpet designers and fabricators will be on site. Every in-stock slab is on sale, with select slabs marked down up to 50%. Choose from a huge selection of quartz, marble, and granite slabs. Fabricators will only be on site this Saturday from 9 to 5. So write in your plans and drawings for instant savings. Find your nearest Costless Carpet at costlesscarpet.com.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
In 2014, Benton County voters passed an initiative to fund law and justice efforts. For the past 10 years, these funds have kept our citizens safe.
Therapeutic courts means to me an intervention. 5 years ago, my child would not be alive if it weren't for drug court. The police officers in Richland PD, was incredibly helpful. The outcome was beautiful.
Continue to keep Benton County safe. Vote to approve Proposition 1. Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game.
Capuzza Lighty, Accident Injury Lawyers.
Fall means huge savings at your destination store in Pasco. Broadmoor RV Superstore is needing to move the 2023s to make room for the 24s. And that means the deals are happening. Broadmoor RV has 11 2022 units that need to be moved with the best deals in the Tri-Cities. Our professionals are standing by and ready to make you the deal of a lifetime. Broadmoor RV Superstore, your destination store in Pasco.
We make camping fun.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, October is Safe Sleep and Infant Awareness Month, focusing on keeping babies safe when laying them down to sleep. According to the CDC, 3,400 babies die from SIDS or sudden infant death syndrome every year. A doctor with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Strong for Life program says the risk of SIDS is highest for children younger than 6 months. And experts say that babies should also be placed in cribs alone and on their back.
As long as your child is not rolling over, they need to be truly placed on their back, that the mattress be really firm and flat, so you don't want to use any inclined sleep surfaces.
Experts say to keep cribs clear of blankets and toys, and that babies should be dressed lightly for sleep, and the room should be a cool temperature, comfortable enough for a lightly clothed adult. A sleep sack can be used in place of blankets during the winter months. Well, with COVID-19 no longer being declared a national health emergency, the government is no longer paying for vaccines and treatment for many people. But just how expensive can a case of COVID-19 be? Pfizer's antiviral drug Paxlovid will be priced at nearly $1,400 for a 5-day supply of the medication. That's over a 100% price increase from what Pfizer was charging the government last year. Paxlovid is meant to reduce the severity of COVID-19 if you start treatment right after testing positive. Pfizer claims the price was calculated based on the value Paxlovid provides by helping reduce COVID-19 hospitalizations and deaths. Pfizer also said it's working with health insurance providers to try and avoid forcing patients to pay $1,400 out of pocket. Well, the FDA says it doesn't work, so CVS says it's pulling it from shelves. Let me get this one. Phenylephrine is safe but ineffective if taken orally. According to regulators, CVS says it no longer sells certain cough and cold products that list it as the only active ingredient. The pharmacy chain says it will continue to sell other over-the-counter cold and cough medicines. FDA statistics show products with the drug produced almost $1.8 billion in sales last year. Coming up, scientists believe they have found the reason why billions of snow crabs have disappeared from the Bering Sea. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'm going to get you ready for Friday, the weekend, and a sneak peek at a chilly next work week. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
There's a better way to buy pre-owned. Honda True. With multiple tiers of vehicles like Certified Plus and Certified, you get less worries and more benefits. Choose from the latest Honda models, which means less unpredictability and more paths to discover. And get the peace of mind you deserve, with less strings attached and more freedom. Find out why Honda True means less compromise and more of what you love about Honda.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Incredible deals are happening at Spec Buick GMC during our Drive for a Cure campaign. Lease a 2023 Acadia with a third row seat for as low as $297 a month, or stack the savings up with up to $6,000 purchase allowance on the 2023 Sierra Denali Crew, plus no payments until 2024. You can also get 1.9% financing for 36 months across the Buick lineup. Get a good deal for a great cause during Spec's 5th annual Drive for a Cure event. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
If people don't have a personal experience with hunger, they're not sure who our neighbors in need are. It ranges from babies all the way up to elders. Last year, we had about 800 folks coming in on a weekly basis, and now it's climbed up to 1,400. Food banks allow families to be able to use the resources that they do have to stay in a stable housing situation, pay their utilities, have enough gas to get to work, those kinds of things. And so the Hometown Food Drive is an annual collaborative event that our food bank and so many others have come to really rely on because we're able to serve so many more people. McCurley and Yokes, they have stepped up to the plate. If you can make a difference in the community at the same time, it's win-win. What you drive can drive change in the community.
See all our new vehicle specials, like on the new Mazda CX-90 at McCurleyMazda.com.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekend, and we have a very nice morning so far. We are chilly. We do have fog in some places, so keep an eye out for that. I'll show you the map here very quickly. But for our radar, we are free and clear. Another bug, Jill. They keep coming. Darn it, get out of here, bugs. All right, well, the bugs will be taken care of, I believe, next week when things freeze up a bit. So we do have a little bit of cloud coverage coming into the northwest. Our areas, though, we're going to see a little bit of cloud coverage today, but nothing really too bad, maybe a little bit more in our evening hours. But as we head into tomorrow, more sunshine, but then building clouds as we get to the evening hours. And yes, a little bit of shower activity coming Sunday morning. So do expect to see our first showers in some time. But beautiful conditions persist today and tomorrow. Just those changes are starting to come on Sunday. And why are we staying warm? Well, this high pressure system started in Northern California 2 days ago, yesterday, right on the Nevada-Utah border. Now it's in the corner, the four corners actually, right in Arizona. Still bringing in warm temperatures to our areas today and tomorrow, but then it will cease to exist as we move into Sunday and our next work week as we start that cool down, especially as we get into midweek next week. So current temperatures kind of all over the place, but we are warmer than we have been due to a little bit of cloud coverage out there. 56 for Walla Walla. Other than that, we're in the mid 40s. So again, warmer conditions this morning. I expect us to cool down before we warm up. So our temperature trend, we remain again above our average by about 10 to 5 degrees for the next 2 days for all of our cities. We level out to around our average, and then we start that cool down into our next work week. So we were expecting lower 50s for Wednesday just yesterday. So that has changed, but we'll continue to see chilly temperatures, but still we're less than 2 weeks away from Halloween, so that does make some sense. Wind speeds, we are remaining light, will remain light, looks like, for the next couple of days. Sunday we'll start to see just a little bit, then around 10 mile per hour Monday and Tuesday, and 10 to 20 mile per hour winds on our Wednesday. So winds will be picking up with those cooler temperatures next week. So visibility, we're hanging tough for most of our cities, 30% or 3 miles of visibility for Yakima. But if you're driving into the Cascades, zero visibility right now, or actually down to a quarter of a mile. So be very careful if you're heading through the mountainous regions. Also the Blue Mountain region, if you're headed towards Boise, seeing about a half a mile of visibility. So be careful out there. All right, our highs today, mid 70s for the Yakima area, 73 for Ellensburg. Over the mid-Columbia, let's just say mid 70s, maybe a degree cooler than yesterday. In the Blue Mountain region, about a degree cooler as well. 7-day forecast, and my goodness, lower 70s Friday, Saturday, today, tomorrow, and then mid 60s Sunday, Monday, and then just a cool down into our next work week. Looks like off and on showers are possible starting on Sunday morning. Look at that overnight low Wednesday into Thursday near that freezing mark. Tri-Cities area, lower 70s. We expect morning fog in places for the mid-Columbia, and then all the way down to 55 on Thursday. But for today, besides a little bit of fog in places this morning, plenty of sunshine, light winds, should be a lovely Friday and Saturday. Just get ready for those changes coming Sunday morning.
Over the past few years, billions of snow crabs have vanished from the ocean around Alaska. Scientists think they finally know why. They believe that the crabs either died of starvation or moved due to warmer water temperatures. Snow crabs normally live in water that is close to freezing. Starting in 2018, water in the Bering Sea had a 2-year heat wave, which caused the crabs' metabolism to speed up and required them to eat more. Scientists say their caloric needs probably increased as much as 4 times, and there just wasn't enough food for them. Also, warming temperatures allowed Pacific cod to enter waters where the crabs lived. Those fish likely ate many of the crabs. Alaska had to cancel this year's crab harvest season in the Bering Sea for the 2nd year in a row. Researchers say it's likely the crabs will move north as ice recedes and may never return to where they used to live. With the arrival of the fall season and cooling air settling in for much of the country, many Americans are revamping their wardrobes. But the temptation to buy that new sweater or coat can leave old clothes behind, adding to problems of waste and emissions that contribute to climate change. Fashion has the 3rd largest carbon footprint behind only the food and construction industries, according to the United Nations Environmental Program. All those fresh looks make up 10% of annual carbon emissions worldwide. Experts say it's important to be intentional about what you buy because most fashion ends up in a landfill.
Don't use your ability to donate clothes as an excuse to just buy a bunch of stuff that you're going to throw out at the end of the season, because there's no guarantee that that garment is going to be reused.
Experts say you can shop more sustainably by asking more questions about the brands that you buy, renting clothes for special events, and possibly the best solution, buy clothes secondhand. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the face of home decoration, Martha Stewart, has announced a new collaboration that could catapult unknown designers into the spotlight.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the course of their lifetime. At Speck Family Dealerships, we're continuing the fight against breast cancer with the 5th annual Drive for a Cure campaign. During October, purchase any vehicle at one of our 5 Speck locations and we'll donate the cost of a mammogram to the Tri-Cities Cancer Center. Together, we can keep fighting this ugly disease until one day we have a cure. Visit SpeckDealerships.com for more information.
Hi, I need new tires.
Perfect timing. Right now, during our tire savings event, when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th for only $1.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Right? Can you imagine finding a tire for less?
Sorry, honey. Mama needs a tire.
No, definitely not.
No.
Let's get you those tires.
Okay.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
It's like being in a lava lamp. Sagebrush and Bloom, your retro decor store. Groovy clothing and far-out furniture, and the music that takes you back. Sagebrush and Bloom, the vintage store you've been looking for. With close to 20 vendors, there's something for everybody. Come visit us today.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. Well, big news for people who run an Etsy shop as a side hustle. Martha Stewart, the epitome of home decorating and entertaining, is collaborating with Etsy for the 2023 holiday season.
Named as Etsy's first official curator for the year, Stewart has handpicked the curated collection, which features her favorite home decor, hosting essentials, clothing, and more. The list includes items ranging from $10 like candles to, yes, over $2,000 for a coffee table.
It's got to be exciting for someone who has created some of these items.
Yes, but
to have Martha Stewart say, hey, this is worth getting.
Well, how many has she picked? I mean, does she just scan through Etsy all day? Oh, this is all right.
I don't know. That'd be a lot. That'd be a big task.
Have you ever been on? I've never looked through Etsy.
I checked it out.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you bought anything?
There's a lot on there. I haven't actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know it existed until it was the New York Times crossword.
Oh.
So there we go. All right, quick look outside. We have a lovely Friday ahead. Let me get you ready for that in your weekend coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden addressed the nation from the Oval Office last night as he prepares to ask Congress for $105 billion in military assistance for both Israel and Ukraine. And the House of Representatives remains at a standstill as Representative Jim Jordan is expected to attempt to gain the House speakership for the 3rd time.
In today's Tech Bites, more internet access on school buses. The FCC has voted to allow school districts to use federal funds for Wi-Fi on buses. Advocates say it will help kids in rural areas, but opponents claim it could increase unsupervised internet use. WhatsApp will soon let you add 2 accounts to one device, and you can log on to both at the same time. Users will not have to carry an extra phone to switch between accounts, but you will need a second phone number or a phone that supports dual SIMs cards. It's rolling out in the coming weeks for Android devices. Finally, Google Meet is rolling out a new feature so users can look their best. Google Meet now offers modes that provide complexion smoothing, under-eye lightening, and teeth whitening. For now, though, it's only available to mobile users with premium Google accounts. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
I'm Andrea, founder of a boutique handbag brand, Andy, and this is why I switched to Shopify. It's the challenges that we don't expect, like a site going down or the checkout wouldn't work. What's nice about Shopify is when I'm with my family, when I'm taking time off, knowing that I have a site up and running and our business is moving forward because we have a platform that we can rely on, that is gold to us. Start your free trial with Shopify today.
Good morning with Dulcolax.
Good morning. Hey. Yeah.
Try Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes, making your good morning even better with Dulcolax. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Declaring in an Oval Office address that U.S. leadership holds the world together, President Biden says the country must deepen its support of Israel and Ukraine in the middle of two vastly different, unpredictable, and bloody wars. Meanwhile, Congressman Jim Jordan is vowing to take his bid for House Speaker back to the floor for a third round of voting today.
And the good times continue to roll into our weekend with more sunny skies, but changes are afoot this weekend. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to the weekend. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
Boy, it's been lovely last
It has been, and the problem is I don't know how to dress for this. I'm expecting fall temperatures. I'm going out in sweaters and realizing it's way too hot.
You'll be well suited for next week. Maybe you're just kind of thinking ahead.
I'm ahead of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
As per usual. We always look to Jill for guidance on where to go. So very good. Quick look outside, and we have a lovely day ahead. Clear skies right now for most of our cities. We're seeing a little bit of traffic out there on the highways, but maybe people are sleeping in a little bit on this Friday. Hope you have the opportunity to do so. And we're looking at a beautiful day today, so get ready for that. Again, you're going to want a coat for the morning hours, and then you're going to be fine for the afternoon and evening as we're going to warm up quite nicely yet again. So just a hint of cloud coverage coming into the northwest, but our areas are looking to stay clear. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies today, and highs are going to be right around where we were yesterday, maybe a degree or so cooler. So mid 70s pretty much across the board, and similar conditions tomorrow, but we're going to see those clouds start to build up tomorrow evening. And that's going to lead to shower activity, very likely, for your Sunday morning. And then we're going to see shower activity off and on with cooler temperatures and more wind as we get to next week. So a little bit of everything. But for today, a sunny start to your weekend, staying dry, and again, much cooler next weekend, our next work week. I'll get you ready for all of that in my first alert weather forecast. That's coming up. But right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. President Joe Biden was live on Apple Valley News Now to deliver primetime remarks last night, pledging support for Israel and Ukraine and attempting to convince Americans why millions of dollars in aid to both countries is crucial. In just his second address from the Oval Office during his presidency, President Biden urged continued support to both Ukraine and Israel in their two wars, announcing plans to ask Congress for a $100 billion aid package.
American leadership is what holds the world together. American alliances are what keep us, America, safe. American values are what make us a partner that other nations want to work with. To put all that at risk, if we walk away from Ukraine, if we turn our backs on Israel, it's just not worth it. That's why tomorrow I'm going to send to Congress an urgent budget request to fund America's national security needs, to support our critical partners, including Israel and Ukraine. Is a smart investment that's going to pay dividends for American security for generations. Help us keep American troops out of harm's way. Help us build a world that is safer, more peaceful, more prosperous for our children and grandchildren.
Congress cannot make a decision on any proposal until a House Speaker is elected. Representative Jim Jordan is currently on his third attempt to win the role of Speaker of the House. The Republican from Ohio spent much of yesterday trying to coax holdouts to support his bid, but numerous members of the GOP are already talking about other options. The House has been without a speaker for more than 2 weeks after the historic ousting of California Representative Kevin McCarthy. Some in the House, including McCarthy, support boosting interim Speaker Patrick McHenry's power in the meantime, but this would require Democratic backing.
I think from a Patrick McHenry, I wanted somebody who had been committee chairs. I wanted somebody that wasn't seeking the job because their role was to carry it out and put it. I wanted somebody that could work with all sides, and McHenry is ideal for all that. If you watch him, he's not seeking to be speaker. He believes in the continuity of government. He's chairman of a substantial committee. He understands the working. He's been here a number of years, so he understands how Congress works. He has respect on both sides of the aisle. He could carry out the job.
Some House Republicans, including Rep. Jim Banks of Indiana, are against the idea of giving McHenry more power, saying that would be a, quote, giant betrayal to GOP voters. Special counsel Jack Smith has responded to Donald Trump's attempt to dismiss the election fraud case against him based on presidential immunity. Smith says no such protection exists for former presidents. He wrote yesterday there is temporary immunity from criminal liability while in office and immunity from civil liability while in office and afterward for official actions taken as president. But Smith wrote former presidents may face investigation, indictment, trial, and punishment for conduct during the presidency. He added no court has ever alluded to the existence of absolute criminal immunity for former presidents. In a filing earlier this month, Trump's attorneys asked the federal judge overseeing the case to dismiss the criminal charges, arguing he has immunity because he was president at the time. They also argued he is immune because the U.S. Senate acquitted him after his impeachment by the House. This comes as Trump's former lawyer, Sidney Powell, issued a guilty plea in the Georgia elections case. Powell is the second person to plead guilty of attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Fulton County prosecutors have recommended that Powell serve 6 years of probation in exchange for her testimony in future trials, as well as write an apology letter to Georgia citizens. Powell must also admit her involvement in breaching election systems in a rural Georgia county in 2020 and pay nearly $9,000 in fines and restitution. The U.S. Army private who fled to North Korea in July has been charged. 23-year-old Travis King was charged with 8 counts by the U.S. Army with desertion, among a series of other alleged crimes, according to a charging document. On Wednesday, he was detained at Fort Bliss in Texas, where he is being held in pretrial detention. In September, King was released from North Korean custody and returned to the U.S. after he willfully and without authorization crossed into North Korea. In a statement, King's mother said she loves her son unconditionally and is extremely concerned about his mental health. Before fleeing to North Korea, King was released from detention in South Korea for an incident that happened in 2022. He allegedly pushed and punched a person in the face at a club in Seoul. King was set to board a flight to Texas to face disciplinary action, but instead joined a security tour where he fled into North Korea. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Aha, welcome to the weekend. It's going to be a beautiful Friday and a beautiful start to your weekend, but changes are coming as we get to Sunday. I'll get you ready for all of that in my First Alert weather forecast coming right up.
And a new proposal from the FCC could affect your internet experience as well as change the price of your bill.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Are you tired of your bathroom not fitting your needs? If you're frustrated with your bathroom, then there's no reason to wait any longer. At Bath Planet, we're here to help. Our team of trained professionals will take the time to learn what you'd like out of your bathroom and help you create the perfect layout. And with our lifetime warranty, we'll always be there for you. Stop by our showroom on Clearwater in Kennewick or visit us online today. Bath Planet, where experience meets excellence.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Wow, you really made our dreams come true.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto with American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options. And make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
Looking for a cozy fall event for your entire family? Queensgate Gardens in Richland has a perfect one for you. Featuring a corn and hay bale maze, a dump truck slide, pumpkin archery and painting, and more. Come visit us at Queensgate Gardens for a seasonal memory you'll never forget.
Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. We're shaking things up.
Let's get this haunting started. These families compete to see whose tricks are worth a treat.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Great Halloween Fright Fight. Sunday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, the FCC voted to open a process that would reinstate net neutrality rules for internet providers yesterday. The proposal would allow the FCC to regulate the internet like a utility similar to power and water, and would prevent them from blocking or slowing access to websites. The proposed regulations would also prevent speeding up access to favored sites that pay a fee to internet providers. An FCC chairperson said the proposed rules can also set the stage for future regulations covering everything from consumer privacy to national security. A final vote is not expected until next year or beyond, following a public comment period. Even if a decision on the final rules wins a majority, the FCC might still face legal challenges from those opposing it. Well, first of a pair of recalls this morning, a programming feature in biometric gun safes from brands Fortress, Cabela's, Gettysburg, and Legend Range and Field can allow the safes to be opened without authorized access. This comes after a 12-year-old boy was killed by a gun he was able to allegedly obtain from one of the safes. Dozens of reports have come in about the safes allowing access to unpaired fingerprints. If you're impacted by this recall, you can contact Fortress Safes for instructions on disabling the biometric feature or to get a free replacement. Fisher-Price is recalling thousands of popular toy trains over a choking risk. The Thomas & Friends Wooden Railway Troublesome Truck and Crates, as well as Thomas & Friends Troublesome Truck and Paint toys, have been recalled due to a small plastic piece with a high-powered magnet loosening or detaching, presenting a choking hazard. There have been no reports of any injuries. The toys were sold nationwide at Barnes & Nobles and other specialty stores from February of 2022 through this August. Some were sold through Amazon. You can find instructions for a refund at the website service.mattel.com. Coming up, a scary situation for one Washington pet owner after a walk turns into a trip to the vet when a dog accidentally eats meth. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for this weekend. Should be nice, at least the start of it. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Our hometown. It's more than the regions we live in or the roads we drive on. It's a camaraderie, a belonging. It's working together to be a part of something bigger. All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to McCurley dealerships or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Every Friday in the tank.
15 years, never seen anything like this.
New dreams come true.
I'm trying to build a legacy for my family.
That's the beauty of Shark Tank.
I didn't know I was gonna cry right now.
I believe in you.
Shark Tank, new tonight on ABC.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We've made it to the weekend. We got a few folks out on the highway this morning, and we have clear skies right now, and we have another beautiful day ahead. What a latter part of October we've had. We've already passed the middle of October. We're chugging towards Halloween, not next week, but the week after. But we're seeing just uncommonly warm temperatures persist today and tomorrow, but then big changes on the way on Sunday. So on our radar, free and clear mostly throughout our areas. We are seeing a little bit of cloud coverage coming in from the west, and we do have some fog in places, so kind of like seeing a little bit of cloud coverage. So be careful out on the roads. I'll get to that map in a second. So on our futurecast, we have more clear skies expected today. Just a hint of cloud coverage coming in. We'll have building cloud coverage, though, coming in tomorrow evening, and then we'll see some shower activity start to come. Very scattered, but still shower activity. First time we've seen it in quite some time coming in Sunday morning. So do get ready for a little bit of shower activity to be rolling on in. So those warm temperatures, they continue to be, well, a gift from this high pressure system. It has moved from Northern California down to, well, the Four Corners, right now in the corner of Arizona, and it's just chugging in quite a bit of warm temperatures from down south. That'll continue into tomorrow, and then we're going to switch with cooler temperatures on Sunday and much cooler temperatures below average as we get to our next work week. So get ready for very chilly conditions. So we're a little warmer this morning. We're back to the mid to upper 40s. Mid to lower 50s, so quite a difference. Ellensburg was very close to the freezing mark just yesterday. They're about 14 degrees warmer this morning, so not as cold as it has been. You're still going to want a coat as you're heading out the door, but you won't need it for your afternoon. So we persist, all of our cities 5 to 10 degrees above our average for today and tomorrow. We're going to get right back to around average for Sunday and Monday, and then we're just going to start to nosedive into much cooler conditions, about 10 degrees below our average for next Thursday. Bit of a change from yesterday. We were thinking even cooler conditions, but a little warmer is expected next week, but still quite chilly. Light winds today, and we're going to see light winds tomorrow, slowly building up on Sunday. In our next work week, though, we'll see building winds, especially by Wednesday, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. So a little bit of wind action is on the way, but the light winds right now are causing a few issues. We have a 1/4 mile visibility in the mountains in the lovely Cascades. So if you're driving to the west side, do be aware of that. We have 1 mile visibility in Yakima and just a little bit more hampered and in the Blues. So get ready for possibly a little bit of fog to get in the way of your commute this morning. So we're looking at mid-70s pretty much across the board for all of our cities. And again, as you know, if all of our cities are this close, there's a pretty stable weather pattern, and that will persist into tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see that building cloud coverage late, and then morning showers on Sunday. And those cooler temperatures just keep coming into next week. Overnight low Wednesday into Thursday, right near that freezing mark. We're going to be very close to that freezing mark next week for some of our cities. Could see some more fog tomorrow morning for the Tri-Cities, and then chillier temperatures with some wetness on the way. But for today, you might see some fog this morning, but after that burns off, plenty of sunshine, light winds. A beautiful Friday is on the way.
A concerning story out of Western Washington after a dog in North Bend got sick when he found and ate meth during a walk over the weekend. Cornelius Hawker spoke with a veterinarian who said while it's rare for pets to accidentally ingest drugs, it seems to be happening more often.
What's all this stuff?
On a typical day,
He's a lab, so he goes on a lot of trail walks about every day. Here you go, buddy.
Jagger's got the moves.
Okay, can you sit?
But the past couple of days
Sit?
have been
Can you
anything but typical for Jen Hunt and Jagger
Not today.
after a Sunday walk on the Snoqualmie Valley Trail.
He was, a little ahead of me on the leash and went into the bushes, grabbing at something and
Jagger found something he couldn't resist.
didn't really think much of it, but noticed, it's like a to-go container that he was eating out of. That's probably gross. He ate someone's leftover food.
By the time they got home, however, Jen knew something was wrong.
He didn't want to come out of the car, which is rare, and then got him on the front porch, and he just kind of stood there, started moving his head back and forth uncontrollably.
You can see in these videos, Jagger is in distress. They took him to the vet, tests were ran, and
Test came back positive for methamphetamines. I think it took a while for us to process what that actually meant.
Jen says the vet told her it was more than likely human waste in the container that Jagger ate.
It's rare, but I feel like it's happening more.
Dr. Kelly Burke did not treat Jagger at Elliott Bay Animal Hospital, but says she's seen other animals come in after swallowing drugs, usually marijuana.
Be careful with anything that your dog, anything that looks suspicious on the ground that your dog could possibly pick up.
If you find yourself in a similar situation, Dr. Burke says it's best you tell your vet everything.
We want to know because we want to help the pet. It's not, anything we're going to be wanting to get you in trouble for, if they had gotten into some sort of illegal substance.
Jagger's slowly getting his moves back. Jen is sharing what happened, hoping to prevent another family from experiencing this.
People have been really appreciative to just have that awareness and, maybe think twice about where they're taking their dogs and be extra cautious and mindful when walking.
When we come back, an unbelievable man versus animal moment out of Australia as one man takes on a kangaroo to protect his dog.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $5,500 on a new 2023 all-electric EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive. Now just $48,999. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Flooring is not forever. Are you tired of stains, traffic patterns, chips, dents, scratches, and the smells? Shop for the perfect flooring for your life, whether you need carpet, laminate, or hardwood. Great Floors is here to help you reinvent your space. We're celebrating Karastan Month in October by offering incredible discounts on Karastan carpet and hardwood flooring. Ask about our in-house 0% 12-month financing. Visit a Great Floors today and spend the winter on great floors.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Prosser Memorial Health now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind.
Had a big noise in my ear just a little time ago. Sorry about that, folks. All right. We are looking at beautiful conditions this morning. Clear skies above us, starting to build up our traffic on our highways. And let's head closer to home. We are looking beautiful today. Plenty of sunshine and highs mid to lower 70s for most of our cities. Mostly sunny. Kittitas County over in Yakima County, mid 70s across the board. Over in the mid-Columbia, pretty much the same story, maybe a touch cooler than yesterday. And over in the Blue Mountain region, partly cloudy skies. And do you see the city that is the cool spot?
I do.
Boardman. Boardman's at 68, so sorry folks there, but get ready for cooler conditions starting on Sunday. Tomorrow, pretty similar conditions.
Jason, is your ear okay?
I know. The loudest noise came over.
I could hear it from here.
It was loud.
It was loud.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you're about to see what might be the most Australian thing ever. One Aussie put his black belt to use when a wild kangaroo wouldn't let go of one of his dogs. Jeannie Mose has the story.
What's a martial arts instructor do when he sees a kangaroo trying to drown his dog?
I'm gonna punch your head in.
Look at my dog. Mick Maloney slapped the kangaroo. The kangaroo smacked his phone into the river, but released the dog. This Australian black belt couldn't stop laughing. Even teasing the three dogs he'd been out walking. It's likely Hatchie, the Akita, chased the kangaroo into the water.
Hatchie, not feeling so tough now, are you, dude? Where were you to save him? And you?
Online commenters were impressed. One more step closer and the dog gets it. This is terrifying. Kangaroo claws are even sold as back scratchers. Check out Mick's hand.
Look.
Mick is used to tussling, but not with this.
That thing was jacked. When I wrestled with it, it was like I was hugging a fridge.
Mick isn't the first guy to rescue his dog from a kangaroo. When this zookeeper saw his dog Max in a headlock, he ran over and they put up their dukes, man versus marsupial.
Let it go, dogs, let's go.
The look of disbelief says it all. You did not actually do that, dude. That kangaroo turned tail, but not this one. It just stared. With a body so ripped it was described as looking like a deer that just got out of prison.